Good morning, boys and girls. It's Miss Mulligan. Let's get started on learning more about writing today. Everybody gather around. Now, writers, someone once told me that when you put toys out for kids, it's really important not to put too many toys out. Do you want to know why they said that? They said that because kids will play with one toy for a few minutes and then get another toy and play with it for a few minutes and then next and then get the next toy. So it's just like next, next, next. But having one toy is better because kids have so many cool ideas and things that they can do with just one toy. So I'm telling you this because you might look at the writing that you did yesterday and think, I'm all done. You might be thinking, next. But here's the thing. Great writers don't just write something for one day and say, I'm done. Do you think Joy Cowley just wrote one little page about Mrs. Wishy-Washy and then said, I'm done? No way. She thought, what else could I draw and write? Where could my character go? What can they be doing? So today, I want to teach you that writers aren't always moving on to the next piece and the next and the next. Instead, writers often return to their writing and find ways to show and tell even more. Sometimes to tell more, they tell where something is and what's going on. So, I want you to think about the writing that we've done before. And let's look back at what we could add. So, I'm going to think about my bunny. And I'm going to look at what I could add to my bunny writing. Remember, when you look at your drawings and pictures that you've done before, think, when we are done, we have just begun. So as I look at my bunny writing, I'm remembering, writers add to their picture and the story. I could think, where is my bunny? What is my bunny doing? So I'm going to say where my bunny is. My bunny always stays on my shelf in my room. So now I have more to write and draw. So then I'm going to think, what other details could I add? So let's look at my drawing before. I have all the parts to my bunny, and I even labeled it. But then again, what else could we add? I decided I'm going to add the shelf. So now look at my picture. I drew the shelf, and I even labeled it. I added the label for my bunny, and then I even wrote the word shelf. So boys and girls, if you ever get stuck, I want you to think about this chart that we learned about from Unit 1. Remember, when we are done, we've just begun. That means you need to add to your pictures, add to your words. Don't forget to reread your writing, and then we're going to share with someone who's close by us. So I want you to look at this drawing that a friend of mine did, Jeremiah. He went back to his writing and he stretched to hear more sounds in the words that he labeled his picture with. As you can see, he wrote ear at the top and then the other ear. He wrote the word body, his tail, his feet, and he even labeled the trunk. But look at all those letters he wrote. He stretched out those words and tried to write every sound that he heard. So today, I want you to look at your pieces and think about what will you add to your pictures and what words you will add. I want you to think about that for a minute and tell somebody who's in the room with you what you're going to add to your picture. Go. Okay, back to me. So boys and girls, now it's your turn to write and add more to your writing to help readers understand it even more. Remember, to tell where something is, tell what is going on, and add more. So here's a chart to help you remember. To show and tell, you need to look and think about what you want to draw and write. Then draw it. Don't forget to write and label your pictures, and add more. I cannot wait to see what you add to your pictures today. Off you go.